First and foremost, the names are Jackson, as you said. I'm a talent specialist by profession. What that means is I'm a recruiter. My work, that's been doing that for the last 6, 7 years right now, going into the 7th year. It's something that I'm really passionate about. Being able to connect job seekers to employers, and it's a fun process, I will tell you so much. It has a lot, though you spend a lot of time talking to people, but it's very, very interactive for me, especially somebody who tries to figure out people, and not just people for the sake, but the right people for the right jobs. Apart from that, I'm a father, I'm a husband as well, and I'm full of life. I like enjoying life. Yeah, that's what I can say about myself. I would say I've not yet achieved success yet, but I'm in that pathway going there. I'm proud of what I've been able to accomplish so far, where I've gotten my career to, my family as well. But success in itself, it's not something tangible. Success is something that I would say in myself is, something that you're proud of. You can look at the accomplishment and say, wow, I really did that. Success is that happiness that you get out of the fulfillment of what you do. That is how I would define success for me. First and foremost, I would say keep learning. Learning never stops. That's one thing that you can bank on, because the world is changing every other day. So new things are coming out, technologies, new ways of doing things. So if you really want to succeed in life, is have an open mind to learning. That's the one thing I tell people. Keep learning. And then, of course, be somebody also who knows what you want. Be a go-getter at the end of the day, because you might have all these dreams that you're planning in your mind, but if you don't take a step, so thing to answer you is keep learning each and every day, and then start now. However you start small, start now. Interesting. Let me tell you a story about that just a little bit. When I went to school, I did a Bachelor of Arts in Sociology and Economics. I would say that was for my parents. I wanted to be a DJ myself. I always loved entertainment. It's one form of where people can express themselves in different ways. So the thing is, I come from a very strict background. As much as I wanted to do this thing, my parent was, you need an education, and that's how we were brought up. The thing is, yes, you can just be. I think the world that we live in nowadays, education is not the only way to make money. There are so many ways someone can generate, income, make a living. So do what I always tend to lean towards passion, most of the time. Do what you love, and if you gotta do that, you're gonna have competition. So you always have to work 100% each and every day, because everybody is passionate. Just find what you're good at and run with it. Yeah, it's something when I was young, when I was studying, definitely there are those people that I would look at and say, damn, I want to be like this person, But I realized at the end of the day is pressure is always going to be there. You understand? So it's what you do to kind of release that pressure from yourself. Number one, I would say be comfortable with who you are. Know your capabilities, then work on things that you would make you a step closer to being, where you want to be in life in general. So as much as there's pressure, social pressure and all that, I'll tell young people not to succumb to that. It can really mess up. And believe, the thing is, believe in what you're doing. As long as there's a process to it, trust the process as well that you're doing it. As I said, go extra hard, do everything that you can in your power to kind of get better, but don't succumb to pressure. Don't give in to pressure. What you can do is find of solutions, talk to people, seek advice. As I said, have a learning mind, and you'll find that with time you'll become good at handling, the pressures of life. Yeah. It's important because I don't know everything, number one. And as I've said, we live in a world that is changing every other day. So for me, I've pivoted. If I want to make progress within myself, within my career, within my family, is always that openness to adding new things that I don't know, or being corrected, because from there, that's only when you can be able to perfect what you do, what you love, and all those things. So learning is fundamental because it empowers you a lot. And learning is in different forms. There are people who would go to school who, particularly they learn best in classroom. Others learn through experience. For me, my learning is more kind of, I get into books a lot. Especially books that add value, are able to give me clarity in what I'm seeking. So that's where I find, like, I borrow a lot of experiences, in life, and even watching people, and just getting to, go with it one day at a time. Yeah, so I got into a book reading, I would say like 2 years ago. I've read a couple of books, but I would say the most impactful book that for me was recommended there are three books: Good to Great, Atomic Habits, and Mindset. Those are the three top books that I have that I'm always reading each and every year, trying to figure out something new. Yeah. Yeah, and if you read it once, it doesn't mean that's the stop of it. Go back to it. You can start again, understand it in a different way as well. Don't ever let anybody tell you can't do anything. Or what I mean by that is, as I was coming up, there are people whose belief, if you're good at something, it comes naturally to you. That's not true. I believe practice makes perfect. So I do believe when somebody keeps on practicing and doing something good, they'll get to where they want to be. So that's the advice. Like, you're not really good, I'll tell somebody, never listen to anybody who tells you you're not really good or you cannot do it. So what I'm grateful for mostly is life, and at large, because every day when you get up, I have these goals of mine that I'm thinking, how do I get here? So I get a second chance every day that I wake up to kind of start afresh and go over. It doesn't really matter if I made mistakes yesterday, if I wasn't good, but for me, that is what I'm really grateful about. An opportunity to wake up each every day and try again, over and over and over. Yeah. Have a support system, I would say. Those normally come in handy across life generally, whether it's in the workplace, whether it's friends, whether it's family. Have a support system that you can look to whenever you feel you need to draw some inspiration from as well, because these are the people who will give you solutions. You'll get to talk to, and when you have that, I think it's easier to get through life one day at a time. Yeah. So for me, I would say my biggest motivation is to be better than yesterday. It's me, myself. I know it might come out like I'm all about myself, but I'll tell you, you're your biggest fan, and only you can be able to do what you're thinking and all that. So to be better than yesterday. That is my biggest motivation, and I'm my biggest fan. Man, I don't know if I have a favorite failure. Yes, definitely I have lots of failures that I've come across, you know, every day as I try to pivot from one place onto the next one. But I would say when it comes to failure, don't let it ever define you. It's part of life. One thing is I've come to understand is, as I say, that's why I'm so much into learning a lot. Failure is part of life. It happens. You just need what you do next, how you react, how you respond. That is the most important bit. Of course, I've been down. I've had in my career, in my life also, and also in family, moments that I've been able to, I've had low lights. I've doubted myself, especially, when you do something and it doesn't work out, and you feel like, damn, what else could I have done? But I'll tell you, this is the only way you can learn is going through it, experiencing it, and pick up yourself, and learn, take learnings from what happened, and then see how best you can equip yourself for the next. I think that's the best way I can be able to tell somebody when you're dealing with failure or letdowns in life. That's the best way, from my perspective at least. It's something from life experience. One thing about me is I'm a very joyful person. I'm very energetic. I've always been that kind of person since young. What I was born with, my God-given ability, is just to empower people. That's what I've figured out as life went by. Being in recruitment, let me tell you a story, is I meet so many people who are looking for opportunities, and if I'm able to help somebody just get the right job, for me, that's the most gratifying thing. Just being able to help a person, not even with a job, but just being able to connect them and help them. That for me has been so much satisfying in my career. And I keep on saying, I came into this world to help change other people's lives. So how can I best do it? Being able to do what I do from a recruiter perspective, for my professional, it's just really amazing. So I wasn't born with that learning, but it's something that with time, looking at things, appreciating life, going through experiences, I've been able to pick up on it. Because as much, people, if you read Mindset by Carol, you'll find there are two kinds of mindsets. There is a fixed mindset and there's a growth mindset. So a fixed mindset will always believe that I'm good enough, I don't need to do practice, I don't need to do this. But with a growth mindset, is you're making yourself even more vulnerable, open to picking up new things and building already on whatever you have. So that is where, for me, the whole experience of having that mindset has come from as well, through life. Yeah. I love racing. Taking long safaris, just driving, just enjoying nature. That's one thing I love doing about my hobbies. The other thing is I'm a sneakerhead. I have probably over 70 pairs of shoes. I'm a collector, so and that's what those are my hobbies mostly. But the most favorite one for me, I would say that the icing is being able to spend time with my daughter and my wife. For me, at the end of the day, family is the glue that holds everything together. I mean, right now, what I would say is, as much as there's this thing going on, I've been able not to shake it off, whereby people like to fake it a lot and say, there was a saying that goes, fake it until you make it. At times, it's not that true. Please trust the process. Be patient with yourself. Everything in life has its own timing as well. Keep putting your foot one step at a time, and keep putting in the work, and things will come out at the end of the day.